Number 10. Hennessy Venom F5. Kicking off our countdown of the world's most exclusive and expensive limited production cars, we start at number 10 with an American hypercar that set out to do one thing above all else: become the fastest production car in the world, the Hennessy Venom F5. Built by Texas-based Hennessy Performance Engineering, the Venom F5 is the culmination of decades of pushing internal combustion engines further than anyone thought possible. Only 24 units of the Hennessy Venom F5 were ever produced. 24 cars for the entire planet, making it one of the rarest American hypercars in history. Each was priced at approximately $0.1 million, and every single one found an owner before the production run was complete. The Venom F5 is powered by Hennessy's bespoke twin-turbocharged 6.6-liter V8 engine, internally named the Fury, producing a staggering 1,817 horsepower. To achieve its ultimate performance targets, Hennessy developed an entirely new carbon fiber monocoque chassis, a 7-speed single-clutch automated manual transmission, and an aerodynamic body so slippery it achieves a drag coefficient of just 0.33. The theoretical top speed exceeds 311 miles per hour, a figure that, if validated on a closed track, would make it the fastest production car ever built. The Venom F5's carbon fiber body weighs just 1,360 kilograms, extraordinarily light for a car with this level of power, giving it a power-to-weight ratio that belongs in aerospace engineering rather than automotive manufacturing. 0 to 124 miles per hour takes just 4.7 seconds. 0 to 186 miles per hour takes under 10 seconds. These are numbers that redefine what a car is capable of doing. Inside, the driver-focused cockpit wraps the occupant in carbon fiber, Alcantara and premium leather, with a digital instrument cluster and a minimalist approach that keeps weight low and driver focus high. The Hennessy Venom F5 opens our list as America's most extreme limited production statement. 24 cars, one mission, and a top speed target that the world is still watching. Before we jump into number 9, if you're enjoying these ultra-rare multi-million-dollar machines, make sure to subscribe to Car World so you never miss insane cars like these. Which of these cars actually matches your personality? Calm luxury or aggressive speed? Tell me below. Now, let's continue. Number 9. Rimac Nevera. At number 9, we have the car that changed the conversation about electric hypercars forever, the Rimac Nevera. Croatian manufacturer Rimac Automobili burst onto the world stage with this extraordinary machine, proving definitively that an electric powertrain does not just match internal combustion performance, it obliterates it. Rimac produced just 150 units of the Nevera worldwide, each priced at approximately $0.4 million. 150 cars to represent what is arguably the most technologically advanced production vehicle ever built by a startup manufacturer. Every single allocation was sold out immediately upon announcement. The Nevera is powered by 4 individual electric motors, one at each wheel, producing a combined system output of 1,914 horsepower and 2,360 newton-meters of torque. Torque vectoring between all 4 wheels is managed by Rimac's proprietary all-wheel torque vectoring 2 system, which processes data from over 200 sensors at a rate that makes human reaction times feel geological. The result is a car that accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.85 seconds, a figure that was simply not believed when it was first announced. Top speed is electronically governed at 258 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest electric vehicles ever produced. The 120 kilowatt-hour battery pack is constructed from over 6,900 individual cells, arranged in a structural floor configuration that also serves as a chassis stiffening element. Engineering brilliance that saves weight while increasing rigidity. The Nevera's carbon fiber body is both aerodynamically functional and visually stunning. Active aerodynamics deploy automatically at speed, with a rear wing and front splitter adjusting continuously to optimize downforce and drag balance. Inside, a wraparound digital display system and premium leather create a cabin that is both futuristic and genuinely luxurious. The Rimac Nevera is 150 cars worth of proof that the electric revolution is already here. Number 8. Ferrari Daytona SP3. At number 8, Ferrari delivers one of the most emotionally stirring limited production cars they have ever released. The Ferrari Daytona SP3. Named in honor of Ferrari's legendary 1-2-3 finish at the 1967 Daytona 24 Hours, the SP3 is a rolling tribute to Ferrari's greatest racing heritage, wrapped in bodywork so beautiful that it stopped the automotive world in its tracks when it was revealed. Ferrari produced 599 units of the Daytona SP3. A number chosen deliberately to honor the iconic Ferrari 599, each priced at approximately $0.25 million. As with virtually every limited Ferrari of this caliber, the entire production run was sold out well before the car was publicly unveiled. Ferrari's allocation process for vehicles at this level involves years of relationship building and a waitlist that money alone cannot buy you onto. The SP3 is powered by Ferrari's magnificent naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine, the most powerful naturally aspirated engine Ferrari has ever installed in a road car, producing 840 horsepower at a howling 9,500 revolutions per minute. In an era dominated by turbocharged and electrified powertrains, Ferrari's decision to use a pure, high-revving, naturally aspirated V12 in the Daytona SP3 is both an act of defiance and a love letter to the combustion engine's finest expression. The Targa-style body, featuring a removable hardtop and open-sided flanks inspired by the sports racing prototypes of the 1960s, creates a driving experience that connects the driver directly to the car and the road in a way that enclosed supercars simply cannot replicate. The aerodynamic package generates significant downforce through passive body shaping, with no active elements required. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 2.85 seconds. Top speed exceeds 211 miles per hour. But in the Ferrari Daytona SP3, the numbers are the least interesting part. The sound, the feeling, the connection. 599 lucky owners know exactly what we mean. Number 7. Mercedes-AMG 1. At number 7, we have the car that Mercedes-AMG spent 5 years trying to make road legal. The Mercedes-AMG 1. This is not simply a high-performance car with a Formula One-inspired powertrain. This is an actual Formula One powertrain, extracted almost directly from Lewis Hamilton's championship-winning W07 race car and adapted, with enormous difficulty and at enormous expense, to function in a road car. The result is the most technically ambitious production automobile ever built. Only 275 units of the Mercedes-AMG 1 were produced, each priced at approximately $0.7 million. 275 cars, each containing a powertrain so complex that it took 3 additional years beyond the original planned launch date to meet road legal requirements. Every unit was allocated to existing Mercedes-AMG customers before the public announcement. The hybrid powertrain combines a 1.6-liter turbocharged F1-derived V6 engine with 4 electric motors, one on the crankshaft, one on the turbocharger, and one on each front wheel, for a combined system output of 1,063 horsepower. The engine operates at up to 11,000 revolutions per minute. It requires servicing intervals similar to a racing engine. The MGUH, the motor generator unit on the turbocharger, a technology exclusive to Formula One, virtually eliminates turbo lag while simultaneously recovering energy. No other road car has ever used this technology. Active aerodynamics are derived directly from AMG's F1 program. A full-length underfloor venturi generates massive ground effect downforce, supplemented by active front and rear wings that adjust continuously at speed. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 2.9 seconds. Top speed is 219 miles per hour. The AMG one also lapped the Nürburgring Nordschleife in 6 minutes 35.183 seconds, the fastest lap ever recorded by a road legal car at the time. Inside, the driver sits in a semi-reclined F1 style position surrounded by carbon fiber, a digital steering wheel display, and AMG's driver assistance systems. The AMG 1 is 275 units of pure Formula One for the road. Number 6. Aston Martin Valkyrie. Settling at number 6 is the car that Aston Martin and Red Bull Advanced Technologies built to answer an almost impossible question. What would a Formula One car look like if it had to carry 2 people and pass a road legal test? The answer is the Aston Martin Valkyrie. And nothing on public roads comes closer to the sensation of driving a racing car while remaining technically street legal. Aston Martin produced approximately 150 road-going Valkyrie units, each priced at approximately $0.2 million, alongside a smaller number of track-only AMR Pro variants. Every road car was allocated years before production began, with buyers required to commit deposits before the car was even fully engineered. Such is the power of the Valkyrie's concept. The Valkyrie is powered by a Cosworth-developed, naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 engine producing 1,000 horsepower at a screaming 11,100 revolutions per minute, the highest revving engine ever installed in a road car. Combined with a hybrid system adding a further 160 horsepower from an electric motor, total system output reaches 1,160 horsepower. The entire vehicle weighs just 1,030 kilograms, giving it a power-to-weight ratio that genuinely rivals Formula One cars from the early 2000s. The aerodynamic package, co-developed with Red Bull Racing's Adrian Newey, the most successful F1 car designer in history, generates downforce figures that approach racing prototype levels. The underfloor Venturi tunnels create ground effect that physically pin the car to the road at speed. The entire underbody is a single functioning aerodynamic element. Inside, the Valkyrie's cockpit accommodates 2 occupants in a central seating position, surrounded by carbon fiber monocoque construction with virtually no interior padding or conventional trim. This is as close to an F1 cockpit as a road car has ever come. 150 examples of a collaboration between 2 British automotive legends that produce something genuinely unlike anything that came before. Number 5. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute. At number 5, Swedish hypercar manufacturer Koenigsegg delivers the car designed, with complete seriousness and full engineering commitment, to become the fastest production car in human history. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, named after Christian von Koenigsegg's father, Jesko von Koenigsegg. The Absolute variant of the Jesko represents the pure top-speed configuration, stripped of the track-focused downforce of the standard Jesko and optimized entirely for maximum straight-line velocity. Koenigsegg produced just 125 units of the Jesko in total, split between the standard downforce Jesko and the Absolute top-speed variant, each priced at approximately $0.4 million. The entire production run sold out immediately. For context, the waitlist to even be considered as a Koenigsegg customer for a car at this level takes years of brand engagement. The Jesko Absolute is powered by Koenigsegg's twin-turbocharged 5.0-liter V8 engine running on E85 biofuel, producing 1,600 horsepower, making it the most powerful internal combustion engine Koenigsegg has ever built. The engine is mated to Koenigsegg's extraordinary Lightspeed transmission, a 9-speed multi-clutch gearbox capable of changing gear in under 1 millisecond, making it the fastest shifting transmission in any production vehicle. The theoretical top speed of the Jesko Absolute is calculated by Koenigsegg's engineers at 330 miles per hour, a number that, if ever validated on a suitable track facility, would make it by far the fastest production car in history. The aerodynamic configuration generates zero net downforce while achieving a drag coefficient low enough to enable that stratospheric velocity. At 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 2.5 seconds and 0 to 186 miles per hour in under 10 seconds, the Jesko Absolute delivers performance that redefines every reference point. Koenigsegg builds each car entirely by hand in Ängelholm, Sweden. 125 cars, each a masterpiece of Swedish engineering obsession. Number 4. Lamborghini Sián FKP37. At number 4, Lamborghini delivers their most technologically significant and historically meaningful limited production car in the modern era. The Lamborghini Sián FKP37. The name Sián means flash of lightning in Bolognese dialect, and the FKP37 designation honors Ferdinand Karl Piëch, the visionary automotive engineer who passed away in 2019 on what would have been his 37th birthday at Volkswagen Group. Only 63 units of the Lamborghini Sián FKP37 were ever produced, a number chosen to honor 1963, the year Lamborghini was founded. Each was priced at approximately $0.6 million. As with every car at this level, the production run was completely sold out before the car was officially revealed, with clients committing without having seen the finished vehicle. The Sián FKP37 is the first Lamborghini to feature electrification, a milestone in the brand's history. The hybrid system pairs Lamborghini's magnificent, naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12, the same engine used in the Aventador SVJ, with a 48-volt mild hybrid supercapacitor system. Unlike conventional hybrid batteries, the supercapacitor charges and discharges instantaneously, adding 34 horsepower at low speeds and during acceleration events. Total system output reaches 819 horsepower, making the Sián the most powerful Lamborghini ever built at the time of its release. The exterior design is one of the most dramatic Lamborghini has ever produced. Inspired by the Countach and Miura heritage, but projected into a futuristic form with sharp lines, active aerodynamic elements, and a hexagonal design language throughout. The Y-shaped lighting signature front and rear is immediately recognizable as a landmark Lamborghini design moment. 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 2.8 seconds. Top speed exceeds 217 miles per hour. The Sián FKP37 is 63 cars worth of Lamborghini history, legacy, and thunderous Italian passion. Number 3. Koenigsegg CC850. The bronze medal on our countdown goes to the most emotionally significant car Christian von Koenigsegg has ever created. This is not simply a new hypercar. This is a 50th anniversary celebration of the original CC prototype that Christian built in 1994 with his own hands in a Swedish farmhouse, the car that launched one of the most extraordinary automotive companies in history. Koenigsegg produced exactly 50 units of the CC850, one car for each year since the original CC was conceived, each priced at approximately $0.2 million. 50 cars to mark 50 years of dreaming. The entire production run sold out within hours of announcement, with clients from around the world competing for one of the most personally meaningful Koenigsegg allocations ever offered. The CC850 is powered by a twin-turbocharged 5.0-liter V8 engine producing 1,385 horsepower on standard fuel and up to 1,385 horsepower on E85. Numbers that already place it among the most powerful road cars ever produced. But the engineering achievement that truly defines the CC850 is its revolutionary transmission, the Engaged Shift System, or ESS. This extraordinary gearbox functions simultaneously as both a conventional 6-speed manual, with a traditional clutch pedal and gear lever operated exactly as a classic manual car, and as a 9-speed light-speed automatic transmission. It is the only gearbox in the world that operates as both simultaneously selectable by the driver. It is mechanical genius. The exterior design honors the original CC8S with a long hood, short deck proportions, and a recognizable Koenigsegg silhouette, but updated with modern aerodynamic understanding and contemporary materials throughout. The dihedral synchro helix doors, Koenigsegg's signature opening mechanism, swing up and forward in a movement that never fails to stop traffic. The CC850 is not just a celebration. It is a 50-card declaration that Koenigsegg's greatest chapter may still be ahead of them. Number 2. Bugatti Bolide. We are down to the final 2. And at number 2, we have the most extreme track-focused vehicle Bugatti has ever produced. The Bugatti Bolide. This is Bugatti removing every limitation, every regulatory compromise, every concession to comfort or practicality, and asking their engineers one single question. If we only cared about performance, what could we build? The answer was 40 cars. Bugatti produced just 40 units of the Bolide, each priced at approximately $0.7 million. And every single allocation was sold before the car was officially revealed to the public at the 2020 Bugatti press event. 40 buyers around the world own what may be the most extreme Bugatti ever to exist. The Bugatti Bolide is powered by the legendary 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine, running on 110-octane racing fuel, producing 1,825 horsepower. To put that figure into perspective, the Bugatti Chiron Supersport, already one of the most powerful road cars ever built, produces 1,600 horsepower. The Bolide exceeds that by over 200 horsepower from the same engine family, through extreme fuel specification and maximum turbocharger pressure. The power-to-weight ratio is a terrifying 0.67 kilograms per horsepower, achieved through an ultra-lightweight carbon fiber body so thin it borders on the structurally ambitious, a stripped interior with no infotainment, no carpets, no creature comforts of any kind, and every component specification chosen exclusively for minimum weight. The projected top speed on a closed circuit exceeds 310 miles per hour. The aerodynamic package generates downforce that physically compresses the suspension at speed. The Bolide is not street legal. It will never be registered. It will never sit in traffic. It exists only on circuits where its capabilities can be fully explored. 40 examples of Bugatti's most uncompromising engineering expression, reserved for the 40 collectors wealthy enough and passionate enough to own a piece of this extraordinary legacy. Number 1. The ultimate limited production luxury car, Pagani Imola. Number 1, the most exclusive, the most expensive, and by every meaningful measure, the most extraordinary limited production luxury car in the world, the Pagani Imola. 5 cars. 5. In a countdown filled with ultra-rare machines measured in dozens, the Pagani Imola stands alone. 5 examples produced for 5 clients, each paying approximately $0.4 million. Each receiving a car that Horacio Pagani considers the absolute technical summit of everything his company has learned across 3 decades of hypercar creation. Only 5 units of the Pagani Imola were ever built, making it the rarest car on this entire countdown, and one of the rarest road-legal production cars in automotive history. Named after the legendary Imola circuit in Italy, where Pagani spent over 10,000 kilometers of development testing to perfect the car's dynamic setup, the Imola represents the most track-focused road-legal Pagani ever released. The Imola is powered by Mercedes-AMG's twin-turbocharged 6.0-liter V12 engine, specially developed and hand-assembled for Pagani, producing 827 horsepower and 1,100 newton-meters of torque. Paired with an X-Track 7-speed sequential gearbox and Pagani's active aerodynamic system, the Imola generates over 1,000 kilograms of downforce at 280 kilometers per hour, more than the car's own weight, keeping it pinned to the road with a force that makes physics feel like a suggestion. The chassis is constructed from Pagani's proprietary carbon titanium and carbon triax HP62 composite materials. Compounds developed exclusively by Pagani that are simultaneously lighter and stronger than conventional carbon fiber. The entire vehicle weighs just 1,246 kilograms. Every suspension component, every aero element, and every mechanical system was validated across those 10,000 kilometers at Imola in real-world racing conditions. Inside, the Pagani Atelier has produced one of the most exquisite cockpits in any vehicle. Hand-stitched leather, individually machined titanium components, bespoke Pagani gauges, and carbon fiber surfaces finished to a standard that rivals fine jewelry. The Pagani Imola is not simply the most expensive car on this list, it is the most personal, the most developed, the most refined, and in every technical sense, the most complete. 5 cars, 1 masterpiece, the ultimate limited production luxury car in the world. And that wraps up the top 10 most expensive limited production luxury cars in the world. Machines built not just for speed, but for legacy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Car World for more content like this. And tell me in the comments, which one is your ultimate dream car? I'll see you in the next one.